Hello, welcome everyone. For those who don't know me already, I'm Kimi from Finland, and I'm here studying economics as part of the student exchange program. Today I'm going to talk about PISA. So, hands up everyone who has heard of PISA. Okay, lots of you. Now, hands up everyone who thought I was talking about the Italian city with a leaning tower. Okay, well, I'm afraid you're wrong. No, this PISA is the Program for International Student Assessment, which is used to compare education systems round the world. So, what I'm going to do today is take a closer look at this project. I'll begin by explaining how PISA works. I'll then move on to look at and comment on some of the results before going on to conclude that, from a Finnish perspective, the results from PISA are not necessarily the most helpful way of measuring success. Okay, basically PISA consists of 3 tests in maths, science and reading, organised by the Organisation of Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD for short. The tests were first run in 2000 and are set every 3 years. Currently, around 500,000 15-year-olds from 65 different countries take part. Each test is marked out of 800, and the average marks for each country's students gives the country's rank. The idea is that to compete economically, you need to improve education. So, moving on to the results. The table here shows a selection of countries from the last PISA test for maths. As you can see, China's almost 100 points ahead of my country, Finland. Such a big difference may be down to better education, but it may also be because of the kinds of kids who were tested. Unlike all the other countries, China's students all came from a single city, in this case, Shanghai. More importantly, focusing on rank is a problem. Finland, for example, has fallen from being best in 2000. I've seen some headlines here saying the miracle is over and plunging standards, but there were only 40 countries taking part in 2000, not 65, and our score has actually dropped by just 3%, not exactly plunging. When you look at percentages instead of points out of 800, you may also note that although we are 22 places and 37 points ahead of Russia, that's actually only about 4%. So, should we care about PISA? I guess it's good to have an independent test, but I don't think we should change our education to get better marks in it. These marks don't really tell you what education is like. In South Korea, kids typically study 12 or more hours a day, and we sometimes do half that. I know where I'd prefer to study. And does it really matter in terms of the economy? Qatar is the richest country in the world, but comes almost bottom of the table. In short, I think we should decide what we as a country want from education and avoid comparisons.